Bootleg Kev would have an interview with ESTG. As you would expect, the interview was going pretty well, but Kev would start asking questions about the NFL. Kev quickly changed the conversation after ESTG got upset. He would bring up Yo Gotti and G would just walk right off the set.
Yo, I've seen this picture of you at the NFL Combine.
Yeah.
Which...
What? Yeah, I ain't seen no picture of no NFL Combine.
Well, I saw you in like the NFL Combine looking like workout.
Yeah, like a workout.
Was that just a workout you were doing for a team?
I don't know how you see the picture. You ain't read the article that came with it.
I just saw a YouTube video where they were talking about you and like I was just watching some of your high school highlights and your college shit. Like I saw like
what YouTube video you seen?
Dude, I don't know, man. It was like a YouTube video. It showed like you announcing that you're going to Indiana State and.
What's a YouTube video called?
I don't know. I just literally typed in ESTG football highlights.
Before ESTG even went in the booth, he was playing football. He truly was a prodigy on the field. He was ranked the top linebacker on his team in Kentucky. That was just in high school. He went to college as well. He played on multiple college teams and played multiple seasons. Sadly, he wouldn't make it to the NFL. But however, he did have a chance to play for the Canadian Football League. This was in 2017, right whenever he was starting to make music. He would drop his song Stains, and shortly after, he would be cut from the preseason. Now, with football no longer on his mind, he decided to start rapping. And he was really a prodigy at that as well. At this point, he was racking in millions of views, making songs with Yo Gotti, Lil Baby, Jack Harlow, Future, you name it, he has a song with them. Now this takes us to where we are today. G would go on to the Bootleg Kev interview and it would be seeming to go pretty well. But once Kev ended up bringing up the NFL, the interview would just go south. Here's the full clip.
Yo, I've seen this picture of you at the NFL Combine.
Yeah.
Which...
What? Yeah, I ain't seen no picture of no NFL Combine.
Well, I saw you in like the NFL Combine looking like workout.
Yeah, like a workout.
Was that just a workout you were doing for a team?
I don't know how you see the picture. You ain't read the article that came with it.
I just saw a YouTube video where they were talking about you and like I was just watching some of your high school highlights and your college shit. Like I saw like
what YouTube video you seen?
Dude, I don't know, man. It was like a YouTube video. It showed like you announcing that you're going to Indiana State and.
What's a YouTube video called?
I don't know. I just literally typed in ESTG football highlights. And I was like, damn, this dude was a beast.
I'm here so I won't get fined.
You played linebacker, right?
What do that got to do with music and shit right now?
No, I'm just curious because I'm a big football fan. So like, I'm just like, I'm a huge football fan and I find it fascinating that like you really like have like a real high level like football run, you know what I'm saying, before the rap shit like took off. So yeah, I just think it's fast. It's obviously a part of your story, so.
Now, Kev makes a very, very good point here. If you're gonna become a celebrity, you gotta be willing to accept your past. Sadly, G has not really accepted this even though he's a successful rapper, which we really can't blame him for because he went to years of college for it and he really loved the sport.
I know it doesn't have anything to do with what's going on right now, but that's fair. I was gonna ask you, like, when it comes to, I remember when you signed with Gotti, I remember.
Sorry, I know I'm interrupting once again, but notice how he is trying to change the conversation, but there was a little bit of an awkward silence. You could tell by G's face that the subject is pretty touchy for him. And like I said, it is understandable. Some people don't want to talk about certain stuff. If you put yourself in his shoes, you can see why he wouldn't want to be there in that situation.
The viral moment where there was just all this cash, and at that time, I feel like there was like a bidding war going on for ESTG at that moment. One, what made you rock with Gotti, and what is something over the last 2 or 3 years that you have learned? Well, for the very first time in Bootleg Kev podcast history, we had someone walk off of the set.
Now, Bootleg Kev definitely did not expect this at all. It was pretty clear that he didn't mean any disrespect by any means. But this dude seems sorta like me. He goes 0 to 100 pretty fast. I bet he just felt that the best option was just to avoid the situation, which, like I said, it is understandable. But instead of walking out, he could have simply explained that he didn't want to talk about the situation. He could have opened up and told him why the situation was so difficult, but again, it is understandable why he wouldn't want to. Being a man, you do gotta stick up for yourself, but you gotta understand when you are in the wrong, or just understand whenever you are being a little bit over dramatic about the situation. Like I said though, the interview was going pretty smoothly before this all went down. Like, look at this clip of them bonding for a quick second.
What's up with you?
I haven't seen anybody smoke what you're smoking. What are we smoking right now? What is this? Is this like just a Black and Mild?
Black and Mild, yeah.
Okay. Is this like it's just a more flavorful cigarette?
I don't even know if you would say flavorful. It's just a bigger cigarette.
Is it stronger than like regular, like if you smoked a Newport, was that stronger?
It's like 3 Newports.
Oh. I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot.
It's smooth. It ain't really.
It's not bad.
You ain't supposed to inhale it like that. Though. Yeah.
I didn't really inhale it.
I thought you.
I wanted to taste it, you know? Pause.
Pause.
Super pause.
Super.
After leaving, he explained his side of the story on a post. He would at Kev saying that he wasn't asking any relevant questions about his album, which is not the case because whenever he would ask about the album, the only response he would have is getting money. Literally.
I just saw your new video. You've been on dropping hella records. I mean, we've been waiting on a new album, so I know that is what is coming. You're not dropping all this music for nothing.
Right.
Album is done.
Friday.
Friday is coming. Are you like in the studio all the fucking time, or do you like, yo, this week I'm just knocking out a bunch of shit and then I'm gonna go do shows, I'm gonna go get my bag? Like, what is your like creative process like?
I'm always getting money, so.
Always getting money.
When I did that zoom in, I just noticed he was wearing an NFL hat, complaining that he brought up the NFL and shit, but he brought an NFL hat to this fucking interview. Like, what? Honestly, that's the reason why Kev even brought up the subject in the first place. Probably. I'm just guessing after all. This seems like a whole misunderstanding. I bet they'll be okay in a little bit. Because if I'm honest, this is a little bit petty. The dude is just a little too worried about the past. He has to let that all go. Because he's probably making more money than he would have from the NFL. And his music is very, very insane. It's very lyrical. And honestly, he is better than most artists we hear today. He has to remember that Kev is just doing his job. In an interview, they want to know your backstory, your personal life. If you're willing to put yourself on an interview, you gotta be willing to share your story. No doubt about it though, they're both gonna get over this very, very soon. Before you leave the video, consider subscribing because you watched all the way to the end. 95% of y'all don't subscribe. We're on the road to 1K subscribers. I would really appreciate it if you help me out. Join the Notorious family, post content very frequently. Like the video, join the Noti gang. You already know what all to do, bro. Instagram down in the description. Same for the bootleg Kev interview, that's linked down below. And as always, stay safe, stay notorious. Peace out.
Getting money.